to another seated workout. We are going to be working the upper body and the legs today, but first of all, let's get warmed up. So we will start with the neck, and we're just going to look to the right, shoulders down, and then back to centre, and then look over to the left. And again, keep your shoulders down as you're doing it. Remember to stay on towards the front of the chair, so we're not sitting back in it, and then we're going to go to the right again. And then across to the left. So yeah, we're sitting up with a nice straight back in the chair. We're not slouching, and then we're going to do our shoulders. So we're going to do some circles with the shoulders. So you can bring them up towards your ears and then take them back. And then we'll do 2 more in this direction, and then we'll go in the other direction, so we'll bring them forwards. So again, it's not the fastest of movements, but we're just making sure that we are getting everything moving. So 2 more, and then we'll do some bigger arm circles. So this time you want to bring your arms all the way up. Really have that nice sort of stretch as you're doing it. And then we'll go in the other direction. So we'll go backwards this time. And again, you might feel a little bit of a click, and that's okay. We're just getting the things moving. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to do some marching with our feet. So we're just bringing one knee up at a time, and then we can do it a little bit quicker. So still sitting up as we do it. Great stuff. And then why don't we do a few seated star jumps? Okay, so we're going to get the rhythm right. So we're going to arms up, legs pointing out as we do this. We're just getting everything warmed up nicely, moving, and then we'll do some cardio as we're doing this. Excellent. Okay, are we ready for a bit of punching? This is good. So sitting up as we do it, moving those arms, keeping them up. That's really good. And then can we go up higher? Fantastic. And then back to the front. And we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Okay, so I think we're nicely warmed up. I can definitely feel that I've increased my movement a little bit, got that heart rate going a bit. So we're going to start today with the legs. So I want you to grab a long resistance band. I know yours looks probably more like that, and that's fine. So I'm going to move the computer a little bit, and we're going to start with some leg exercises today. So if you, sitting upright in that chair, and if you loop a band around your leg, and then what we're going to do is work the muscles of our legs. So I want you to then straighten out your leg. So we're holding on to that band, keep these elbows in, and then we're straightening that leg. And as you do it, you're still sitting up nice and straight. The arms aren't really moving, it's that leg that's doing the work. Okay, really good. Try not to jar your leg. So if there's a tiny bit of a bend still in your knee, that's fine, rather than jarring it out completely. And then we're going to do 2 more, and then we'll swap sides, okay? So keeping those arms in. Really good. So then swap legs. So we'll do on the other one. So again, starting of it with it bent, and then we're going to push our leg out towards straight. Really good. And when it's at the front, when your leg's at the front, you can really squeeze your leg muscles as you do it. Fantastic. Really good. Okay, and then we're going to do 4 more. So 1. Brilliant. That leg is doing all the work. Okay, 2 more. There we go. And then last one. Excellent. So we've done 4 of those leg extensions. Then what we're going to do is, if we get the smaller looped resistance band, and again we'll put that around just above our knees, and then we're going to do some hip abductions as well. So sitting up nice and straight again, okay, and then we're going to push against that band. That's really good. And then back to the centre, and then again push against that band, and you'll feel it in your legs as you do it. So then again, pushing against the band, and then back to the centre, and again, great work. And then push against the band again, and then back to centre, and then we're going to do 4 more. So that's 1, top stuff, 2, really good, and then 3, pushing against the band, and then ready, 1 more. There we go. So that is 10 of those. Then if we take the band off, and again, if you want to grab the longer band, and what we're going to do is, with the bottom, you can put your foot under the band on the floor, and then grab the other end. So you might just need to play around with quite how much resistance there is, but we're going to work our arms a bit. So to do this one, you hold the band down on the floor, keep that elbow in, and then we're going to pull that band up towards the shoulder and then back down, okay? So again, you might just need to play with the resistance. So for me, that's not quite tight enough. I need a bit more. That's better, okay? So elbows in with this one, and we're using the bicep muscle at the front of our arm. That's really good. Fantastic. Okay. And then again, keeping that elbow in, sitting up still nice and straight as we do these. And then we're going to do 3 more, and then we'll swap sides. So, and then last one on this one, and then we'll swap sides. Great. So simply move the band around, hold it down with your other foot, and then again, we're going to have our other elbow in, and then we're going to pull that band up towards our shoulder. So again, we're using that muscle. Fantastic. Great stuff. So this is number 4. And all the time that we're doing this, we're trying to really focus the movement on that arm, and everything else is not doing the work. The core, you can always engage your core. That's good. Okay, so we're going to do 2 more. So 1, and then 1 more. And then back down. Fab. And then shake off your shoulders a little bit. So for the next exercise, we're going to take the band again, the long one. We're going to put it behind us, right? And then you just want to grab the ends, basically. So it's around about, it's sort of just below my shoulders. And then you can grab the ends. And what we're going to do now is, we are going to bring our arms out, and we're bringing them up, okay? And then back. So it's probably easiest if you just grab the ends like I've done of my band. And then take your arms out and up. Okay? So we're keeping them up and they're going out. Really good. And then again. And back. Absolutely brilliant. And then out. keeping them up and then bringing them back. Keeping them up and bringing them back. Keeping them up and bringing them back, and we'll do 2 more. So out and up, and then out and up. Excellent. Right, we now need to do a bit more work on the chest. So we're going to do some chest openers. So if you hold the band around about here, a little bit of loose, again, you might need to play around with it, and then we're going to open our arms. So we're going to take the hands out to the side and open that chest, okay? And then bring them back. So that's really good. And then out, and then bring it back. And then we're going to take that band out, and back. And all the while we're keeping those arms up, so we'll feel it in the shoulders as we do a few more of these. Okay. So this is number 7, and we're going to do 10. So then again, take that out, and I know that the shoulders will start to feel like, woo! And then we're going to do 2 more. Really good. Okay, and then 1 more, and then we're going to shake off those shoulders. Fab. So the next activity that we're going to do, the next exercise, is it's going to be a row, okay? And we need a long band again for this one. It's going to be under our feet, and then I'm going to grab the ends of my band, and then what we're going to do is pull that band and squeeze our shoulder blades together as we do it. Okay, so we're pulling it, shoulder blades together, and we're using our back to do this one, okay? That's really good. So you can have your legs out a bit more, and we're pulling, we're using like our legs to kind of hold that band in place, and then our back is helping us to really pull that band. Okay, so squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then release. So again, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then release. Squeeze those shoulder blades, and then release it. And we'll do 3 more, okay? 1, so then 2, and then 1 more. Really nice squeeze of those shoulder blades, and then back. Top stuff. So we're going to do another exercise for our shoulders. 1 more. This is another upper body one. So what we need is the long band, okay? And we need to kind of weigh it down or anchor it down. Now, you probably might need the lightest long band for this one. So I've just I'm holding it down there with my foot, okay? The rest of it can be loose. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise this arm. You really might need to play about with resistance because this takes a little bit of work. So we're going to raise the arm to shoulder height, okay? And then back down. So you do have to pull against the band, up to shoulder height, and then back down. And this one's hard to do, okay? So shoulder height, and back down. And remember, as you're doing these, to be sat up straight and on the edge of that chair, so no slouching, okay? And then we'll do 1 more on this side, and you probably feel it there. It's great, and then we'll swap sides, okay? So, other side, anchor that down, okay? And then we're going to bring this arm up to, oh, completely didn't work, didn't anchor it down well. Okay, and then we're going to bring that arm up, so there we go. And then back down, and up to shoulder height. And then again, up to shoulder height. Two more, okay? So then, shoulder height, and then last one, up to shoulder height, and back down. Hopefully you feel like we've worked a bit of everything today. We've worked the legs, we've worked the upper body, you probably feel it a bit in your shoulders. We've done the arms as well. So I think we'll do some stretches, and then we'll just finish there with some stretches. So let's take our arm across our chest, and then hug it in, and you'll feel the chest. Feel the stretch across your arm there. We'll just hold it there. And then we will swap sides, so swap arms, and just hug that other one in and get that stretch across your shoulder. It's really good. And then hold it in. And that'll feel quite nice. And then sitting on the edge of the chair, we're going to do a bit of a twist for the back. So if we just turn towards the right, if you put your left hand on your right knee, and then sitting up nice and straight and just looking over your right shoulder as you do it. And then we will swap sides, so right hand on my left knee, and then I can put my left hand towards the back of the chair and I'm looking over my left shoulder. And all the while, it's not how far I can twist, can I stay up sat nice and straight as I'm doing it. Then we're going to take our arms out in front of us and do a big hug. So just stretching off the back. And then we'll do the opposite, which is stretching off the chest a little bit. So you can put your arms behind you. You can either just take your elbows back and really squeeze your shoulder blades together that way. You can take your hands back if you want a bit of a deeper stretch. And just stretch it off nicely. And then we'll also, if you want to just hug your knee into your chest, and you'll get a nice stretch again around your hip where we did some of those exercises. And then if we swap legs, so take your other knee now and hug that one in. Just stretch it off. That's really good. Fantastic. We can stretch off the tricep a little bit, so if you put one hand toward behind your back and then just put a little bit, pull a tiny bit on your elbow and you'll feel the stretch down there. And then swap sides. So other arm, really nice stretch. That's great. And then if you want to just point your toe, so take your leg out in front of you, point that toe, all the while sitting up straight. And then swap legs, so just take that other leg out, point your toe. And then if you point your toe up to the ceiling a little bit, and you'll feel a different stretch. And then we'll do the other leg, so just pointing the toe up to the ceiling again, and you'll feel a nice stretch in that leg. And there you have it, another workout done and dusted. Well done.